Right, if you're struggling with writing good rhymes, if you hear your favorite rappers' rhymes and think, damn, those rhymes are spectacular, how do I write rhymes like that? How come I can't do something like that? I've got two simple protocols that I use that work for me every time, and I'm going to share them with you in this video. So the first method that I use is actually pretty straightforward, pretty simple. I think of the most outrageous, most massive word as I can. So for example, say let's pick the word orthodontist, then I'll get a pen and a paper or a notepad on my phone and write out as many rhymes as I can think for that word. And what I'll do, because it's normally a multi-syllable word that I pick because it's a massive word, so I would try and rhyme each syllable of that word. So if I was slant rhyming something like orthodontist, I'll go through it like, what word beginning with A rhymes with orthodontist? What word beginning with B? What word beginning with C? And if I get to D and I'm like, oh, I can't think of a word beginning with D that rhymes with this, I'll skip that letter and keep going. And then once I've got a slant line for each syllable or perfect rhyme or whatever, I'll try and make a rhyme out of it. I'll try and make sense of it. So let's say I get something like slaughter dumb pricks out of trying to rhyme orthodontist. So to make sense of that, to add it together, I can also think about a clever way of making it rhyme so that it's not straightforward and it hits like a good punchline to the listener. So what does an orthodontist do? Well, they straighten teeth, right? So if you've got wonky teeth, you go to an orthodontist, they straighten them out. So they don't better me, so I slaughter dumb pricks. When the left hook lands, you're gonna need to see an orthodontist is a rhyme that I might come up with. And this protocol is also great for those who are trying to improve their freestyling, because when you do this often, when you actually freestyle, you find that your brain comes up with rhymes at lightning speeds, because you're doing this all the time. You're practicing rhyming different kinds of words, so your brain's actually memorizing words that rhyme with multiple words in the English vocabulary, so you're essentially improving your rhyming vocab. The second method is just as simple, but the main difference being I'll tend to stick with a specific theme or topic, because I might be storytelling or speaking about a specific subject and I really want to stick to that. I don't want to be saying one thing on the first line and then talking about a completely different concept on the second line just for the sake of rhyming. Forget that, we're not doing that. So I take precedence over making sense than rhyming, if you know what I mean. So an example of something that I might write for this is, let's say I'm telling a story, I might go something like, just came back from town with Sally. I was walking down an alley, then I turned the corner, I saw Ben bleeding on the floor, swinging on the border of life and death with a knife in chest. It was quite a mess, saw my best friend die and now I'm depressed. You can see there my main emphasis is actually on painting a vivid picture. So I'm saying things like best friend die, blood, knife, blah blah blah, things that make an image pop up in the listener's mind, and that's my main aim. So even if I think of a rhyme as, oh, that'll really go there, if that rhyme doesn't make any sense, I will not put that rhyme there. I'm only going to put rhymes there that allow me to keep telling the story, and this way might be simpler for most people, right? Because then you haven't got to worry about internals or multi-syllable rhymes. It would be perfect if you could do that and tell a story and have a message behind what you're saying, but you can't always do that. So this is a really good way to keep your rhymes simple but also have impactful bars that hit hard, because you're actually telling a story and there's a message behind it. So the trick really is to put more thought into it and challenge yourself, as opposed to just writing any odd rhyme that pops in your head. So if you're writing some bars and a rhyme pops in your head, if it's a really good rhyme, then yeah, write it down. But if you know when you've got a mediocre rhyme, right, and you're gonna write that. If it's a mediocre bar, question yourself, say, how can I make this bar better? Does it match what I'm trying to say? Is it impactful enough? Does this line punch, metaphorically speaking? So questions like that should help you think about your rhymes. But yeah, just really simple way to improve the way your rhymes, make your rhyming spectacular and stand out from all the rest. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it to someone else who you think will find it useful. I've got a writing template in the description of this video that you can use to improve your 16 bar verses, so check that out. And if you're also looking to expand your fan base but can't be bothered to do all the promotion yourself, there's a link I've got in the description for a company called Music Advertising. It will help you boost your presence as an artist, get more streams on Spotify, get more viewers on YouTube, whatever you need, help you reach more fans. So check that out. That is an affiliate link, by the way, so you'll be helping the channel out as well. If you're a subscriber, thank you very much. Appreciate you being here. The channel won't be here without you. And with all that being said, I will see you in the next video.